Welcome back everyone, and welcome back to World of Warship. Today we have a huge pleasure to watch this awesome captain. 3,300. Confirm. We'll just call him 300 for this. I cannot read the whole full name. And this is Okinawa. It's a domination mode, and it's a Yūgumo tier 9 destroyer. I do own this destroyer, and I do believe it's placed different. I mean, I kind of like this because let's face it, the German has their playstyle, the US has their playstyle, and of course the Japanese has their playstyle. Now, what makes kind of her a little bit special, not the torpedo power, and that okay, this is a pure weird top dog, which is good, but the biggest threat is actually aircraft carrier. You see, we all already spotted. And for our Udaloy, it's our Udaloy, it's been spotted by the aircraft carrier. You as an aircraft carrier, try to defend your destroyer. They are going for A, B, C, you know, to try to cap. But if the enemy are trying to send the fighters and spot and then let's say cruisers and enemy ships are killing all your DD, then you're gonna lose. So keep that in mind. I have this feeling, especially in Europe, there's a lot of games with aircraft carrier. I mean, I do believe 2 days ago I played, and in 10 games, 8 of them that had aircraft carrier. You know, 8 of 10. Now, what's special about the destroyer? It has very good punchy Japanese high tier torpedo, hard hitting torpedo. But the best thing about this destroyer, it's actually the stealth. It's absolutely fantastic. If I'm not mistaken, folks, it's 5.5, which basically, folks, there's only one single ship that you can ever spot slightly. I'm just talking slightly before you, and it's only by 100 meters, and there it's the Kagero, the tier 8 Kagero. Otherwise you'll spot anyone. I mean, talking about you spotting every single destroyer you can face beside Kagero, and of course Yūgumo's enemy Yūgumo can have the same spotting range at 5.5, which basically means, and this is the power. Okay, there's someone who's popping in the radar. Maybe it's the Belfast, all right. And enemy Yūgumo, it's get right now. The little bit downside are actually very little HP pool, 15,500, and kind of a slow. I mean, it's not that ridiculous slow, but it's not ridiculous fast either. If cruiser want to chase you, especially the French one, you're in big trouble and you might be wrecked. Belfast radar down. Okay. There's definitely someone in the smoke, folks. But I do urge you to put everything you have for concealment and fast torpedo rearm, because that is your bread and butter, and you're gonna see in this replay the most damage. It's not by guns. Don't get me wrong. For a few patches ago, when you could invisible fire, this ship could actually do it. I'm talking about this Yūgumo, and the rate of fire is not bad. In matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, you have the same rate of fire as Kiev, and oh my god. Now we popped the smoke, and we will see, maybe you're gonna see some shells. Now Trashkent, the tier 9 badass. Okay, that was a bad aim, to be honest with you. You have to lead a lot because Trashkent, it's a very fast ship, but it's a big one. I was really unfortunate, only one hit. I do believe that this captain, they are pretty hard hitting guns. I'm talking about around to 600. And now Trash can pop the smoke. A little bit unfortunate that he should try to aim for a trash can a whole lot easier, a whole lot earlier. That's the first mistake this captain did. If you want to, like right now, do some damage, you have to prepare yourself. You know, Now, to stay too long in the smoke could be dangerous. And we put on fire. Yeah, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, the reload it's 5.1 or same, basically the same reload as Kiev, which is basically really damn good. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, your percent to put your enemy on fire. You see what I'm talking about? This is the price you pay if you stay too long. But that one, if I don't mistake, it must be a Russian destroyer. Maybe the trash cans torpedoes. Yeah, short and slow. That's the Russian for you. But what I like about this destroyer, it's you have a huge opportunity to spot for your team. You're the mother of all spotter. What do you mean? If there's no aircraft carrier, you're the one who's spotting everyone. And if, let's say, any other destroyer which has a lower concealment does the big mistake, they pop the smoke while they're trying to cap, well, you go and send some good looking torps and you nail and kill that destroyer. This is how strong, because you can see them but they cannot see you. And oh folks, not something crazy, only 5,600 damage so far, only one fire. And speeds wise, as I say, nothing crazy. It's like a US or regular tier 9 destroyer. I'm not talking about the Russian, but I'm talking about, I do believe the most of the tier 9 destroyer beside the Russian are around 38 knots. Belfast got wrecked so early in the game, which is good. You see what I mean? We can easy spot for our team, and I do believe, and don't forget, folks. Okay, this dude did a huge mistake. The little bit downside with Yūgumo, you are not have the crazy 10 torpedoes. Matter of fact, Fletcher has better and 10 torpedoes versus you, and in some way they're even better than you as a Yūgumo. So I don't consider the Yūgumo to be strong in torpedo department, just because of the lack of the. And we put this dude on fire. We are in the smoke because, and we killed enemy Yūgumo in the smoke. He was staying too long in the smoke. I do believe we'll take the trash can down. Too late, trash can, too late. 3 hits and we defend, and maybe we should find him, because that is a big target. 2 more hits! Blind! Come on! Come on, reload the damn guns! I do urge you to have in a Yūgumo Adrenaline Rush. Ah, very unfortunate we don't find him, even though he's the biggest destroyer in the whole game. Together, of course, with Khabarovsk. But Trashkin, it's a big, long, huge target. That makes Trashkin, in my opinion, the easiest destroyer to shoot because of the size-wise. Yeah, that's the thing. Now, maybe it was not that smart to put speed boosts. Speed boosts are very important for Japanese destroyer, because sometimes they just need to get the hell out of there. And it's a good thing, because now we don't let the trash can cap. And what do you know? Now he's spotted by aircraft. His aircraft carrier stayed there close to his smoke to disappeared, and now everyone is know where he is. But he only has 1,360 HP pool, and he's so little HP pool that we might actually delete him in one good looking salvo. That I would do if I would be the Yūgumo. Oh man, what an unlucky son of a heck. Oh, come on, for crowd out loud. Yeah. Everything, we took him. Now the biggest problem is Gneiss now. Alright, we are damn close, but we want to secure that. And he was sending one a little bit ahead and one behind, which basically means there's very little time to these guys now to react. He have to stop right now or he will eat all the torps. You see, we create a pretty good torpedo wall. And here's the deal, folks. At 29,000 HP pool, you don't have to need all 8 to delete this dude. You only need 2. Or maybe 3. Yeah, 3. Took him down. He's tried to reverse, but it was way too late. Too late. And you know, the thing is, this battleship captain, he had the knowledge of this. This destroyer has been at B, because we just killed the trash can, but he did not pay attention. And now, folks, the enemy team has no more destroyer, which is good, because even though we are down, it's we have B and C. We are slightly behind the points, but the biggest threat over here, it's actually the aircraft carrier. But remember this, folks, and this is the reason I like this ship a lot. You have such a good concealment, and that you see here, I like this captain already. He's staying between 6.4 kilometers from a battleship with, I don't know if this captain does not have F3 torps, but I do believe it's the 10 kilometers. If I'm not mistaken, what they are, 66 knots or something like that, 65 knots. Anyhow, they were pretty fast torpedo at 6.7 kilometers. It takes so little time, and now he's maybe selling away this. But I do kind of like this captain, that he will not send where the green line was. He was trying to create, as you can see here, a wider wall. And I do believe that we might delete this curve first, because now he's sailing straight, and that's a paddling. Sail straight, dear battleships captain, and this was what happened. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Enemy battleship sunk. That's the Japanese voice for you. And just like that, we have 87,000 damage, folks, and we are just warming up. What do you mean, Zerra? Well, this is not a regular pew 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 50,000 damage. No, no, no. It's a whole lot harder, and this captain's showing you how to. Now, I do believe that this captain is amazing. I mean, if he open fire, well, you should always open fire if a Russian destroyer has 1,500 or 1,700 HP pool, or what the trash can had, to eliminate, because here's the deal, folks, and you're never gonna believe, Soviet destroyer with 1,300 HP pool is as lethal and put your friendly battleships on fire after fire after fire, even though he had, you know, 2 HP pool or 15,000 HP pool. He is as dangerous towards battleships. So if you can eliminate those extra guns, it's always good. Always good. And I do believe the biggest mistake the enemy did, they tried to cap A and then stay there all day, because you're never gonna win by capping B and you now go for B, for A and now going for B, because the whole fight, the whole, how should I say, the one who's controlling B will actually win the game in Okinawa. It's a lot of enemy strategy, they'll do something wrong. You need to come sooner or later, and we were spotted. But the second torpedo hit, because it's versus a cruiser, those torpedoes are even more hard hitting, because cruiser does not have the torpedo protection like a battleship, which basically means that in 2 torpedo hits you can do close to 35 or 40,000 damage. They are so hard hitting. It's a Japanese specialty, the hard hitting torpedoes. Even though you only have 8 versus all other tier 9 destroyers, I do believe they have even more. Hell, even Udalo has more torpedo than you. But versus a cruiser, you don't need to have all 5, 6, 7 torpedo hits. You might delete that cruiser in 3 good torpedo hits. And this Taiho, I do believe the ship thought she was safe. She was safe, But I do believe that's next target, folks. It's the Taiho. And we are spotted. Oh, this is a little bit bad. Now the matchmaking, it was very good because let's face it, this is a tier 9 destroyer versus tier 7 ships. Not the Taiho. The Taiho, of course, is a tier 9. Maybe he ran out of planes or something. No, he still have a lot of planes because Taiho, it's not had a few planes. I do believe so that it has a lot of planes. But now Taiho, it's sitting duck. And very good. This is the also nice sheer firepower of this Yūgumo. You see how fast the reloads are, just amazing. And 1700, they are pretty punchy guns. You see, you hit all 6 guns. Okay. And torpedoes on the way. We will delete this Taiho. It's too late, my friend. Of course. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one.